If you've ever travelled by plane, you'll be familiar with the safety briefing. In the event of cabin decompression, oxygen masks will drop down and you're instructed to put your own mask on before helping anyone else. It's a simple idea, but a powerful picture, because in order to care well for others, you need to first care for yourself. You're of little help to anyone if you're running on empty, and as you step into parenting, this matters even more. Self-care encompasses all of you. Your physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual health are all connected. They don't operate in isolation, they influence one another. In this course, we spent a lot of time focusing on your spiritual health, but for the next few minutes, we're going to look at these other areas because they all contribute to how you show up as a parent. So let's start with your mental well-being. Our lives tend to move in the direction of our strongest thoughts. So what you think matters. In 2 Corinthians chapter 10, Paul encourages us to take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ. In other words, we don't just accept every thought that comes into our mind, we examine them. And if it's not truth, we replace it with something truthful. As you become a parent, you may face new thoughts, new doubts, new fears, new insecurities, even comparison, especially when you're tired. This is where being intentional really matters. Paying attention to your thinking, and if you're struggling, and whether that's with anxiety or the sense of overwhelm or possibly postnatal depression, please don't walk through it alone. This course won't cover these things in depth, but we encourage you to contact your local church, midwife or GP for support. Next is your physical health. Parenting is physically demanding, especially in the early days. Your sleep is disrupted and there is constant change and your energy can be low, particularly for mums after giving birth. It's important to think intentionally about how you'll care for your body, what you'll eat, how you'll rest, and how you'll move. It might look like eating simple, regular meals, which may mean asking friends or family to help with some meals for the freezer. Getting outside for a walk with the baby in the buggy is a great idea. Resting when you can, even short naps can help. It's not about getting it perfect, it's about doing what you can with what you have in this season. How you care for your body will impact your energy, your mood, and your ability to engage with others. Which leads to social health. It might not feel like a priority in all the mess, but connection matters. You weren't designed to do this alone. So even simple moments like catching up with a friend, a walk with someone, a quick conversation on the phone, they can make a significant difference. We'll explore relationships with others more later in the course, but for now, begin to think about who your people are and how you'll stay connected. Then there's your emotional health. This season can feel like a roller coaster. Part of self-care is simply recognizing how you're feeling and taking the step to talk about it honestly with someone you trust. Because your emotions are real and they matter, but they're not in charge. Learning to acknowledge them without being led by them is an important part of staying healthy in this season. Taking time to laugh cannot be underestimated. Having fun, both with adults, but also woven into the fabric of everyday life in your family, will be a massive boost to your well-being. Laughter and joy are a great medicine. As you step into parenting, your self-care will look different. Things that were once normal may not be possible now. Self-care isn't just about coping or pushing through, it's about being sustained. So take some time to think about what it could look like for you to stay healthy physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, and spiritually in this season. The self-care table in your workbook is a great place to start, because caring for yourself isn't selfish, it's foundational to your well-being and the caring well for others.